right, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about a quiet kind of strength, a skill that lets you stay steady even when life is doing its absolute best to knock you off balance. This is all about mastering the art of staying unbothered. So seriously, let me ask you something. Does the world control you? I mean, does it ever feel like your mood, your entire inner state is just at the mercy of whatever's happening around you? A little bit of traffic, a random comment from a coworker, a text message left unread. Oh, you totally know the feeling. One negative comment and bam, your chest tightens up, your thoughts start spiraling, and suddenly your whole day is just different. And that's it, right? That's how our power slips away. Not in some big dramatic moment, but in these tiny little everyday reactions. And this gets us right to the heart of the problem. Reactivity. It's this exhausting trap where we're constantly letting the outside world dictate how we feel on the inside. It's a really disempowering way to live, isn't it? Okay, so let's be super clear about our goal here. Being unbothered does not mean you don't care. It's a state of inner stability. It means you still feel everything, but those feelings don't get to call the shots anymore. Your peace is no longer up for negotiation. Now that is real power. And we have got to make this distinction because it's so important. This is not about becoming numb or cold. Numbness is just shutting everything down. Stability is totally different. Stability is about being able to hold on to your feelings without getting thrown off course. All right, so how do we actually build this stability? Let's kick things off with principle number 1, detaching from the external. Think of this as building a protective buffer between who you are and what other people say or do. Okay, here is the big one. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. Most of what people say and do, it's really not about you. It's a reflection of their own world, their stress, their baggage, their bad morning. Once you truly get that, you stop taking everything so personally. So, want to try a practical way to train this muscle? The next time you feel triggered, just pause. Stop. Ask yourself, what else could this mean? And then force your brain to come up with 3 other explanations that have zero to do with you. Maybe they're distracted. Maybe they're in a hurry. Maybe they just got bad news. It's a fantastic little habit that puts logic back in the driver's seat. Oh, I absolutely love this quote from a senior executive. Someone asked him how he stays so calm in tense meetings. And he said, "I listen for information, not emotion." He just filtered out all the noise. He treated criticism like data, not a personal attack. I'm telling you, that separation is a legitimate superpower. And this whole idea, it builds into an even deeper kind of strength. I mean, think about it. There is this profound confidence in someone who can just let a misunderstanding exist without frantically trying to correct it. You're choosing your own internal peace over defending your ego. You're sending a quiet message. I know who I am. Your opinion doesn't change that. Which actually is the perfect lead-in to our second principle, mastering your internal response. So if that first principle was about your relationship with the outside world, this one is all about the work we do on the inside. So here's the thing you absolutely have to remember. Your real power, it's not in the witty comeback. It's not in the quick defense. It's found in that tiny, almost invisible moment between something happening and you reacting. It's all in the pause. And I've got a tool for you to own that pause. It's the 3-second rule. When you feel that trigger, do nothing for 3 seconds. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale. It sounds ridiculously simple, right? But trust me, those 3 seconds are enough to break that automatic emotional spiral and hand control back to you. And this is why it's a total game changer. That little pause, it's what allows you to shift from a reaction to a response. A reaction is all instinct and emotion, and usually something we regret. A response, though, is intentional, it's deliberate, it's strategic. It's the difference between being a puppet of your emotions and being the one holding the strings. But yeah, I get it. Pausing can feel super uncomfortable, right? Well, that's kind of the whole point. Real growth only happens when you increase your tolerance for discomfort. You got to think of it like going to the gym for your emotions. When you intentionally just sit with that awkward feeling or the urge to argue, you're building the emotional muscle that keeps you steady when the pressure is really on. All right, on to our final principle. This one is all about strategy. It's about protecting your emotional energy. You could have all the right skills, but if your energy is constantly leaking out, you're always going to be off balance. Let's be honest, a lot of us have this secret addiction to winning arguments. But what's the real cost of that victory? Almost always, it's our own peace of mind. A truly unbothered person gets that not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to just disengage.
And let's talk about closure for a second. We're all chasing it, right? We think it's something we get from other people, the perfect apology, the right explanation. But that's not it. Real closure is something you give to yourself. It's that moment you decide to move forward, even without all the answers. That's you taking your power back.
So take a second. Where is your energy actually going? Look at this list. Does any of it seem familiar? Social media drama, friends who only complain, replaying arguments in your head? Remember that old saying, where attention goes, energy flows? It is absolutely true. You have to guard it. So, when you put all of these principles together, what do you actually have? You have the ultimate form of power. It's not about controlling other people. It's about having unshakable control over yourself. Okay, theory is great, but let's make this real. I've got a little 72-hour challenge for you. It's super simple. For the next 3 days, just try these 3 things. Pause for just 2 seconds before you react. Let one little misunderstanding go without correcting it. And walk away from one pointless argument. That's it. Just see what happens. And here's the beautiful outcome of all this practice. Life is always going to test you. The challenges are not going to disappear, but they will no longer control you. And that, right there, is the definition of freedom. Because at the end of the day, the real victory isn't about bending the world to your will. It's about mastering yourself. That is a power no one can ever, ever take from you. So the only question left is, are you ready?